Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big Biff One Gaming here, and welcome back to episode number 2 of winning a national title with every team in the game. If you guys missed the last episode, we just took UCLA to win it all in the last video. Of course, they had a little bit different from College Football 25, so we might see that here on this video. And, of course, new episode means new team, which means we usually get a wheel spin. But in the last video, we had a comment on the last video to do Kansas. So if you guys want to see a team, write a comment down below, and we'll get to that team in the next episode. Of course, if you guys just want to see the wheel, don't comment, and we'll have the wheel going and picking every single team in the game. But obviously, with this one, like I said before, we're going to bypass the wheel. We are going to do Kansas. They're an 80 overall, 81 offense, 79 defense. And of course, we'll be using Lance Leipold as the head coach of Kansas. So hopefully it'll be a decent season here in year one. Here in year number 1, I'm struggling to talk, but Kansas usually doesn't do well in season 1 that I've noticed. But I've only played like 3 dynasties at this point, and 2 of them I played. So there is that. Looking at our coaching abilities here for Leipold, we went over this in the KU dynasty, so I'm not going to go over it too much here in this one since we have a dynasty of our own going right now. But yeah, our coordinators are the exact same, so it really doesn't matter wise. Same thing with the roster. We're just going to highlight a couple players like Foster, Daniels, Miller, Williams, Highshaw, Graham, our kicker. All are senior. I think all of the top guys on this team are all seniors. The only guy that's going to be staying is Hurley. This is brand exposure, so he could leave. We're about to lose a lot of people in this transfer portal and that. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll see everyone at the end of season 1 here with Kansas. And here we are at the end of season number 1 here with Kansas. We go 7-5 here in season 1, so over 500. We actually ended up losing to Fresno State 42-39 in a tough game in week 1. They ended up going 11-1 though, so it wasn't a bad loss. We ended up losing to West Virginia and Texas Tech, but we also did lose against Iowa State and Utah to end out the season, and Utah was by 1. If we would have won that game, we would have been 8-4, and then who knows. We also beat Kansas State, and we beat Missouri. So Missouri did go 4-8, but we scored 49 points, and they were up at some point in the game. 21 points in the first half, then we put up 21 in the second quarter alone, and 14 in the next 2 quarters. But, yeah, 7-5 in season 1 is not terrible, so we are going to be going to a bowl game, which is nice. We're going to keep both of our staff members, hopefully. But no conference championship for us. Kansas State went, I believe, because they were 11-1, giving them their only loss on the season as well. So there is that. We still got a lot of people wanting to transfer out, which little unfortunate, but hopefully we can get some players in the into the draft-wise. But Eli Holstein wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,800 yards, pretty much 3,900, rounding up there by 14 yards, with 25 touchdowns and a 61% completion percentage. And we're playing Washington in the Rate Bowl. Washington is ranked, so you never know what can happen here. But I guess we can go ahead and simulate the season recap here to see how we do. And hopefully we can get a win. And we did not. We actually go down to a 2-star. We were a 3-star prestige. We went down to a 2. Conference prestige goes down, but coach stability improves, but coach prestige goes down. And yeah, so a 7-6 season, we go down a full prestige as well. But checking out the bracket as well. Navy, Pittsburgh, and Iowa State, along with Penn State and Oklahoma, won their conference titles. Duke, Kansas State, Georgia, Auburn, and Louisville were the at-large bids, and Notre Dame ended up being Louisville 28-20 in the college football playoff here in season 1. So let's go ahead and advance the next week. We'll have to see what happens here. We do sign a 4-star halfback. I wouldn't say quarterback, but that is a halfback of Rashid. That will be helpful because we got a lot of people wanting to transfer out, which is a little unfortunate because, yeah, going to players leaving, I mean, this is not good. We're going to lose half of our team. I mean, Foster left. Jalen Daniels doesn't go pro, even though he's an 88 overall. But yeah, let's just go ahead and try to persuade some of these guys. We're probably going to go by overall and see who is the first one. Hurley, can you please come back? No, you don't. All right. Let's try Todd. Nope, he's gone. Robinson, he's also gone. What about Harold? He is also gone. Lathan is staying. So we get one of our Sam linebackers coming back. Pickett is gone. Livingston is gone. Cook is back. That's big because that's a freshman wide receiver. Tight end is back with Jaden Ham. Gibbs is gone. McComb is going to stay. That's a big one because he's a freshman and he's an impact dev, so that's pretty nice. Bryson Hayes is gone. Jacoby Davis is going to stay. That's a corner. That's a big one. Now we're getting to the medium to we're more than likely going to have these guys stay. Let's get these two. Oh, he's going to be gone. Wow, I was kind of hoping he would stay. Well, we got him back, and we're out of stuff. We have a lot of holes to fill here in the transfer portal. Yeah, season 1 is not very good for Kansas, but we did just sign a left guard as well. So I mean, at this point, we're gonna need everything here in the transfer portal. But I'm gonna go ahead and get everything done. I'll be back in just a second. All right, so here after the transfer portal is officially over, we did sign a good amount of players. We signed 32 players here in Season 1. We got a 4-star defensive tackle who's a star dev. We'll take that. It's actually, haven't really seen, other than, like, of course, UCLA had a lot of stars and elite devs. We just signed a star wide receiver. But then again, we signed a lot of 4-stars there just because we're from California, and we had the pipeline bonus there, but here at Kansas, here in Season 1, it's a lot of impacts and normals so far. So it is what it is. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think we signed any athletes this year, so we shall see. Nope, we are good. And yeah, all 3 of the halfbacks are 77 overall. They were all 4-stars are coming in. Our 3-star punter is a 78 overall. What? And why is his proximity to home now weird? I guess his thing is proximity to home, but I don't know why it's a B and he signed already, but I don't know. But we also have Johnny Thompson Jr., a halfback. Our 3 best players are halfbacks. Actually, 4 of our top 5 are halfbacks, which is not very good. But, hey, we're going to have some very good halfbacks. Smile. Of course, this is before the upgrades, but don't think we need to move anybody around. I don't know if their update was just yet, due to like all the moving people around is still an issue. But offensive line is still decent. Defensive line is still good. We're gonna need some Sam linebackers. We definitely need corners. Safeties were fine, and we got a kicker punter, so we're good there. So yeah, no position changes needed. We'll advance the week to go over the training. We're up to a 76 overall, which is down from last year, like an 81. And yeah, so Thompson went up to an 83. One of our guards is an 80. And granted, these guys are going to stay with us for at least hopefully this year and to next year. We just got to keep going with playing style for Johnny Thompson Jr. Jackson Cook might be leaving us due to brand exposure, but he is now up to an 80 overall. Lathan is an 80. So we got a couple 80s. We got a plus 11 from our right tackle. He's up to a 79. We got a plus 7 from a strong safety and a plus 9 from corner. Plus 4 speed. It's good to see that people are upgrading their speeds wise. Anything else? Any other big upgrades? What about quarterback? David is a 77 with an 80 speed. 93 throw power is pretty good, but his deal breaker is pro potential. I really don't think we're going to have anyone for the draft next year, so he might leave us, unfortunately. But one more week to advance. I don't think we need to encourage any transfers-wise. Answer is no. We're actually down under 10, even though we sound like 30 players. So, anyways, that's going to end season number 1. We'll head to season 2 here with Kansas. And season 2 was a little bit of a different year here with Kansas. We go 5-7 on the season, so not as good as last year. We actually flipped our record, but we started out with a win against Middle Tennessee, then lost 3 in a row to Missouri, West Virginia, and Oklahoma State. Then beat UCF, lost to BYU. We beat Memphis, lost to Kansas State, beat Utah, lost to Arizona State and Baylor, then beat TCU to end out the season to go 5-7. Of course, with that 2-star prestige, doesn't really help us out as much. But again, no conference championship for us. A little unfortunate, but again, hopefully we can be a little bit better going into next season. We still got a lot of people transferring out to the playing style. So that's not going to be very fun. But hopefully we can be better than this season here for next season, obviously. We did just sign a 3-star edge rusher, so we'll take that. We're also going after a 4-star middle linebacker, or a will linebacker. So hopefully we can sign him as well to help out this team. Jeremiah Smith wins the Heisman Trophy in Season 2. 134 catches, 1,800 receiving yards, and 23 touchdowns. That's insane. But, of course, we are not making a bowl game, so we're just going to go ahead and simulate to the in-season recap here. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we potentially move up prestige, but that's probably not going to happen since we went 5-7. Just hopefully we don't go down 1. We actually went up a half a star prestige. Pro potential goes down, but only 3 people want to transfer out. We have 17 people want to transfer out due to playing style, and 2 of them are good halfbacks, so that's not very good. Championship contender, a couple people want to transfer out. Coach prestige and athletic facilities both go down in rating wise. But we can check out the bracket here. We had FIU, Arizona State, Duke, Florida, and Ohio State were the winners of their conferences. With Washington, Texas A&M, USC, Louisville, and Tennessee, Georgia were the at-large bids. With Florida beating Ohio State to take home the national championship 31-17 here in season number 2. Let's go ahead and advance the week. We'll go ahead and get into the transfer portal. And before that, we'll obviously do players leaving. And, yeah, still got a lot of transfers. I mean, a lot of them. So I guess we'll go one by one. We keep one of our left guards. We keep a will linebacker as well. We lose a rushing or a defensive edge. Lose another one. Can we keep the... We do keep the freshman. Isaiah Marshall's going to leave. Brinkley's going to stay. We'll take that. What about Jacoby Davis? He's going to leave. Mons is going to leave. That's not very good. Can we keep Rashid? No, he's going to leave. All right. But Thompson Jr., he's also going to leave. That's still a lot of players and a lot of corners as well, and that's not going to be very fun. We lost like about half of our corners already, so looks like what we're going to have to focus on the transfer portal is corners. But I keep forgetting to look at the stats for every year. I forgot last season, but I'll do it here right now. David had 3,000 passing yards. There's only 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Not very many. Rushing wise, though, okay, so it did have people leave, and if they're not there, so I need to do it before. But all right, so I'll do that for next season. I'll do that after the season ends as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and get recruiting done. I'll be back in just a second. Portal. Just kind of going over everyone who we recruited wise. There is a star dev left guard, so we'll take it. We also have an elite dev wide receiver. I think this is our first elite dev, at least for the Kansas wise. We had a couple on UCLA, but I think that's about. We had another star. It's a fullback, but hey, it's a fullback. Oh, we lost this guy. I didn't know we lost that guy. We also had another star. There's the transfer. So I mean, there's another star. There's a elite dev wide receiver who we added late, and he was a 3-star. So got a couple guys late in the thing there. I don't think we have any position changes to do, but we can go over. We do have an athlete. I'm gonna go Sam linebacker because I don't know if I signed too many. But quarterback, of course, is a 78 as of right now. Halfbacks does look a little bit different now with 3 of our guys all leaving us, except for Droogsma. he decided to stay, and his is we had 1 carry for 3 yards last season. But wide receivers looks a little bit different. We got a lot of wide receivers coming in. We have no tight ends. You have to remember that. I think we're good on offensive line besides right guard. Defensive line, we're good for now. Linebackers, we're good. Still need corners. That's still a big need. Other than that, though, I think we got everything else. So, anyways, let's see the training results. And then after that, I don't think we still need to cut anybody. I'll check, though. We are 79 overall. So we went way up in overall after last year. But still under from year number 1. Peterson's up to an 85. He is officially the best person on the team. I'm not even trying to pronounce that last name. I apologize. But he's up to an 83. Left tackle's up to an 82. We also have a backup halfback at 82. Our right tackle's an 83. Our offensive line's pretty solid. Granted, 3 of them are seniors, but it's pretty solid. Our punter's an 82. Wide receiver went up +6. Anyone go up a big overall jump? Safeties went up pretty good. I don't think so. +5 from our right guard. Quarterback, hey, David's an 82. So we'll take it. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we have a mid-80 offensive line besides our right guard and our center. They're the lowest overalls-wise. But other than that, I think, wow, +7 with +5 speed. Gibson's a 79 with 92 speed, and Alexander's 78 with 91 speed for our corners. We have a couple nice speed corner or safeties as well. So, other than that, though, that's going to end Season 2. It is on to Season 3 here with Kansas. And here we are in Season number 3 here with Kansas. We go 7-5 here on the season. Actually, pretty even start. We beat Washington State and Louisiana Tech, lost to Hawaii, but then beat Cincinnati, lost back-to-back, then beat Arizona. We did lose to Iowa State, who was ranked 5th in the nation. Won 3 in a row, but then lost to Oklahoma State to end the year. Hoping to go 8-4, but unfortunately you go 7-5. So, again, we're not making the conference championship since we did lose a good amount of games in the Big 12. Still looking for our first one to get in there, but going to have to win at least 8 games to even get in. It's going to have to happen at some point. We are 79 overall. We got some people wanting to transfer out, but not too many. Hopefully coach prestige will improve since we won 7 games, but we do get the week 16, so we got to advance 1 more game. Or 1 more week, I should say. Again, not making the college football playoff either, since we only won 7 games. Since we're not even ranked near the top 10. Dylan Raiola, who went to Clemson, wins the Heisman Trophy. 4,400 yards, 40 touchdowns with a 70% completion percentage. Pretty decent. And we'll be playing Temple in the Frisco Bowl. So it is a bowl game for us, and hopefully we can win it. And we're going to go ahead and submit to the end-of-season recap, go over the college football playoff bracket, and then, of course, we will be going over the transfer portal and players leaving as well. Just like we've done in episode 1 with UCLA there. It looks like we did win our bowl game as well, so that's nice. That will definitely help out the coach prestige. Buffalo, Baylor, USC, Texas, and Clemson won their conference titles. Notre Dame, Miami, Duke, Iowa State, Texas A&M, LSU, Alabama were the at-large bids, and USC won it all over Clemson, 27-23, in the national title game. So good for them, and it's time for us to move on into players leaving. And hopefully we don't have too many want to transfer out, but we do have a lot of players coming in, which will be very, very helpful. We got a couple people want to transfer out. Nothing too bad, though, compared to the last couple years. As I say that, we got our 80 overall Will linebacker is going to be leaving us, but we do get Amari back. Brinkley's also coming back. Session is gone. That's unfortunate. He was one of our top wide receivers. Nope, we don't keep Newell. We keep Carmen. We'll take that. We keep Johnson. We keep Mahoney. And we keep Rourke. So we only lost 5 players. out of like 10 or so. I mean, we'll take it. We have a lot of people leaving though for I think we had like 17 players leave just in regular graduation. So, but all in all, we'll take 8 and 5. We'll gladly take it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the transfer portal done. I'll be right back. All right, now it's signing day. Let's go over, see if we got any. We did get an elite dev wide receiver. I was about to say, let's see if we got any good development traits, and we do. Lorenzo is a elite dev wide receiver, so we definitely need to keep him around. We also got star tight end. He was a JUCO sophomore. Our JUCO's going to be good this year. We did not get Downey. I don't know why he's still on the board, but he was a star dev. Little unfortunate that we didn't get him, but we did get another tight end. He was the transfer junior, so we got 2 good tight ends. We also have a strong safety that was a transfer that's a star dev. We'll take it. We will gladly take it. We signed 24 players. I don't know position changes. Do we have anybody for athlete? No, we do not. And I do know that they have fixed at least the changing positions on online Dynasty. So in the next episode, hopefully we'll have that going for us, and then the title update will fix everything there. But we don't have anything really to change. And then we'll go over the upgrades here for the squad, and hopefully we have a decent team going into next year. And with the training results, we have a 91 tight end. So that's our best player. We also have a couple juniors right here. Is Naylor with 88, Okafor with 87 overall. We got a plus 10 from Hackelman, who was an 85 overall. Plus 16 from Thompson. Plus 16, plus 13 agility, plus 13 change direction. My goodness. He's got an elite dev. I just now noticed that, so that will help. Definitely will help. One of our will linebackers got a plus 6, plus 9 from a free safety. Any other big ones like that? I think that's the biggest I've ever seen so far. Granted, besides taking out the 0 overalls one, we had a plus 9 from a lower strong safety too, so that really helps out. So let's go to next week, see if we need to encourage any transfers. I don't think we do. We might, but we are 79 overall, still lower than what we were in year 1. I can't even talk now. We do need to cut one player, and I think it's going to be Stephen Coleman, a tight end. He's just buried in the depth chart. He's not going to play, and he's a 64 overall, so I think we're going to let him go. But all in all, that's going to end Season 3. It is on to Season 4 here with Kansas. And here we are in Season number 4 here with Kansas. We go 9-3 here on the season. So we actually do a really good job. Only losses came against ranked Kansas State, Arizona State, and Baylor. Baylor did go 4-8, so that's actually a tough loss. But, I mean, Kansas State went 10-2. Arizona State went 7-5. Has a 79 overall, going 9-3. Pretty solid. We'll gladly take that all day long, and hopefully we can use that to be even better for next season. Now we're jumped back up to an 81 overall defense. I don't know why we just jumped up for no reason, but we did. However, we will be getting a decent bowl game, just not going the college football playoff. We just signed a 2-star left tackle. We needed left tackles anyways. But, yeah, 79 overall. We still got a couple people wanting to transfer out, mostly due to playing style. Other than that, I think we're going to be fine. Taylor wins the Heisman Trophy. I was going to try to pronounce that first name. Nope. 115 receptions, 1,700 receiving yards, and 28 touchdowns. It's pretty good. So it's pretty good. I keep forgetting about the stats. I apologize. I keep forgetting about it. We'll actually look at it right now. Totally forgot to do that the last time. McComb had over 2,700 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. We're just going to kind of go quick through here. Maury had over 900 rushing yards with 9 touchdowns. He did get hurt at some point. Stewart did pretty good. He really wants to highlight Thompson and Naylor. Both had over 700 receiving yards. Coffee had 89 tackles. We only had a couple sacks. Most we had picks was 3. We had no defensive touchdowns. That's unfortunate. We did miss a bunch of field goals. He's missed 6 in total. But, yeah, that is a little unfortunate. But, again, we do have a decent bowl game against Mississippi State. And hopefully we can win that game and have a 10-win season for the first time with Kansas here. It would be beneficial for us. It would raise a lot of stuff for us. And we do not. We do lose. We go 9-4. So coach stability goes down, but coach prestige improves. Pro potential goes down, and playing time is the same, and playing style is unfortunately going to have people wanting to leave. But looking at the bracket, FIU, Oregon, Miami, Georgia, and Utah won their conference titles, with Florida, Ohio State, Clemson, Nebraska, Penn State, and Duke, Texas A&M as the at-large bids. I think this is the first time that this is actually normal. 1 through 4 actually went into the buys. So we'll take that. It's time to move on to players leaving and then the transfer portal. And hopefully we can get a lot of good players in that as well, and hopefully upgrade this team even more. But looking at the players leaving, we still got a good amount. We don't keep our backup quarterback. That's unfortunate. We do get to keep our left guard and not even our rushing edge. We do keep Deere. Will be a backup quarterback at least. Mahoney now will be leaving us after he got him back last year. Hook will be gone. He was a sophomore. He was a redshirt freshman. We need to keep these guys up here. We do keep Ball, but we do not keep Scruggs. That's a little unfortunate. But we do have a tight end going to the draft in the second round. We'll take that all day. So moving on to the transfer portal. And of course, we'll get everything situated. And I will be right back after the transfer portal. All right, and after the transfer portal, let's see who we grab here and see if we got any good development traits. We did sound a good amount of 4-star prospects this year. So, and we do get an elite dev halfback, Ted Paul. What a name. What a great name that is. Ted Paul. We do get a star athlete, so we do have to move him. I think he's a power rusher as well. We do also get a star halfback from a transfer as well. He's a transfer junior. So all we got to do, hopefully, is be pretty good next season and go from there. But since we do have an athlete, we do actually, we have 2 athletes. This guy's possession, and I think he's going to go to tight end. I was like, yes. Can we move him? Please. The other guy is a power rusher. I think he's going to go to a rushing edge here, because I think we need edge rushers. Anyways, right now, just going by overall, the highest we have, I mean, we have 3 guys at 88 overall. Okafor, Naylor, and McComb. And we have an 86 with Jake Kukas? Cook us? I butchered that name. I apologize. Amari's an 84. Another wide receiver is an 84. I mean, we have some solid players on this team. And hopefully we can have a good upgrade to next week. And then we'll get into that. And then we'll advance into next season. And hopefully we are now an 82 overall. So we jumped up way up after last year. I mean, that's a 4 total spots, I think. 3 at least. Thompson's a 91. Pounds is a 91. McComb's a 90. Jay is a 90. Naylor's a 90. Okafor's a 90. We have 3 wide receivers all above 90. This guy has 85 speed, 98 agility, 99 change of direction, 99 carrying, 95 speed wide receiver, 92 speed wide receiver. I mean, quarterback's okay. Halfback's good. Amari's an 87. Any other big, giant boost that we had from anybody? We're just checking. +9 from Paulo, a left guard. We'll take it. A couple 80s for right guard. +11 from Myers. He's an impact dev. He went up +11. I think that's the highest we've had at least this season. I mean, we had one last year that was insane, but I think that's the highest we had this year. But anyways, that's going. I do need to check to see if we need to encourage any transfers. I don't think we need to. Oops, I went custom conferences. We're not changing conferences. That's the only thing that we can't do. Or I guess we can't change schedules. Well, we're actually good. We're actually a man under. So that's going to end season 4. It's on to season 5 here with Kansas. And here we are in season number 5 here with Kansas. We go 11-1 here on the season, going 8-0 in the Big 12 as well. Only loss came against the ranked Iowa State, and they went 9-3. We won every other game. We even scored 62 points on Nevada. My goodness. There's a lot of high-scoring games in this one. We are facing number 8 Utah. So if we can win here, we don't automatically get a bye, but we will be going to the college football playoff no matter what. I have a feeling even if we lose, and we lost because we are 11-2, and we're number 8 in the nation. So we are going to be going in the college football playoff. We had the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year or Player of the Week with an interception, 8 tackles, and a deflection, so it's not terrible there. But hopefully, we can find out where we're going to be playing and who we're going to be playing in the college football playoff here in our first run of the college football playoff with Kansas here in season 5. So we just signed a couple linebackers, so we'll take it. I mean, we are a 79 overall, and we go 11-1. Russell, the quarterback from Ohio State, wins the Heisman Trophy. 5,300 yards, 58 touchdowns to a 69% completion percentage. We're playing Buffalo in the college football playoff in week 1. That's kind of a little surprising, but we'll go over our stats-wise. Decent season for McComb. 24 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Even Deere came in, threw 2 touchdowns and a pick. Rushing-wise, Gayton had 22 rushing touchdowns and 1,300 yards. How was he not best running back? Gray had 398 and 8. We didn't have a guy with 10 touchdowns. I mean, Thompson and Jay had over 700 receiving yards. We had 68 tackles, lead team. Okafor had 16 tackles for a loss from the senior defensive tackle. Chester had 5 interceptions to lead the team. We had no defensive touchdowns. Our kicker made all but 2 field goals. Were they both from 50? They were from 50, so that's pretty good season. But we'll have to see now how we do against Buffalo. They are 77 overall, so we do have the overall advantage a little bit, but we'll check out the bracket too here in just a second. Let me get to there. I passed it. Always passing it now because the members there is second, but Buffalo, Utah, USC, Georgia, Miami were the winners of their conference. But now it's all on to us and how we do against this 12-1 Buffalo team. Again, like I said, they're a 77 overall. We are a 79. Granted, I don't know if we're an actual 79 overall. We do have a bunch of 90 overall guys on this team, so I don't know why we're so lowly rated. But we are going to be home for this game against Buffalo. I'm going to start on defense first. The defense gets a turnover, but we can't do anything with it, and Buffalo takes an early 7-0 lead here after quarter number 1. Second quarter, we get a field goal, and Buffalo gets a turnover and scores a touchdown. We get one back to make it 14-10 at the half. We start with the football, and we can't score. And Buffalo is leading by 4 going in the fourth quarter. But we have goal to go, and we take our first lead of the game, 17-14. But Buffalo is driving, but they do get stopped. They kick a field goal to tie the game up. 17 all with 3 minutes to go. Buffalo has a chance to take the lead. They can't. Now all we need to do is get into field goal range, and we are. And now we're definitely in field goal range. Running out the clock. We are up 20-17, and that's going to do it. Kansas will beat Buffalo 20-17, and we're moving on. So we'll take it, our first playoff win here with Kansas. And now we're just a couple wins away from winning it all. Plus a good amount of XP right there. Are we going to be winning it all, though? More than likely not, because we are still lowly rated. But again, I don't know why we're such lowly rated, because we have 6 players at 90 overall. We also have a couple 89, so I don't know why we're only a 79 overall. Like, our halfbacks are 88. Wide receivers are 90. I guess we have a really bad left tackle. Didn't know we had no left tackles whatsoever. That's going to be a thing that we're going to have to fix, but let's go to next week and hopefully can continue this winning here when we have to play Miami. So, yeah, they're undefeated. They're 13-0, and they are a 90 overall. Now we're up to an 81. Don't know what happened between last week and this week and how we just jumped up 2 overall spots, but we did. So, hopefully, again, get a win and advance. Try to somehow advance. We're starting on defense first. And the defense gets a stop. So does theirs, and they score first. It's 7-0, and they get the ball to start the second quarter after a turnover, but we get the ball back. It's 7-all. But Miami scores before half, twice before half. And they lead 17-7. We start with the football, can't do anything with it, and so far we are down by 10 going in the fourth quarter. And then we turn it over, and Miami has a 17-point lead. We already knew we weren't going to win it all this year, so yeah, losing to Miami's a tough one, though. 31-7 in the second round of the college football playoff. It's an unfortunate season ending there. Just couldn't do anything on offense, and especially in the second half. We lose to Miami, and that'll end our season there. But still a pretty decent season here from Kansas. Getting 10-plus wins. Winning a game in the college football playoff. Granted, it was against Buffalo. But we'll take the win. Checking the rest of the bracket and see everything. Miami end up going to the national championship. Only lose to Georgia. 38-20. So Georgia ends up winning it all. Wow, look at Florida and Utah. It had a great game. LSU put up 50 points. There's a lot of high-scoring games in this. But all in all, let's advance the week and see who's all going to be leaving us after this season. I did see one of our wide receivers wants to leave due to playing time, even though he will be our starting wide receiver next year. I really hope he doesn't leave. Oh, he wants to go to the draft. Thompson, though, is staying, and that's a big one, especially if we're losing Jay and Pounds, who are both 90-pluses. We were definitely going to need one of them to stay, and at least he stays. But we only lose a couple to the transfer portal. Only our two best, or only one really to the transfer portal of Jay. He was a 90 overall, but Pounds leaves to the draft. It's a 91 overall, but at least Jeffrey's staying. So, get to keep one of our starting wide receivers. But let's advance the next week, and then I will see everyone at the end here of the transfer portal once we sign everybody. Oh, I totally forgot. Let's also check the draft results. We did have 4 or 3 guys go. David went in the 5th round. Naylor went in the 5th. Same thing with Okafor. And Pounds went in the 2nd round. So good for him, even though he was a junior. But now I'll be right back. All right, and same thing. We're back here at the end of the transfer portal. Seeing if we got any good players. We did get a 3-star star dev, which we'll gladly take. Anybody else? Got a couple impacts. To get a star dev quarterback, he's a transfer, junior. Elite dev corner, who is another transfer. A star dev right guard, star dev defensive tackle, and an impact. We had some very good transfers coming in. Everyone was an impact or above. So we'll actually take that. But we will have to make some position changes here. And I know the glitch is still in the game if for offline. But since I did see we only have one left tackle, we're going to need to move somebody. And it's going to be this guy. He's an 80 overall anyways. I got to move him. I know he's going to add skill caps. But, I mean, at this point, I don't know when it's going to be there. But, I mean, still, he's an 80 overall. So, he's going to be a lot better than what we got over there. We got a couple good offensive line. We only have one edge rusher on the opposite side. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move Coleman over. Oh, I can't do that. All right. I guess we had to go back because we looked at the player card. I don't know why that glitch is still in the game. But sure. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, he's a 73. He's a senior. Might as well move him over just to give someone else over there. So. But defensive line's fine. We have one Sam linebacker. So we need to move a Will linebacker over. I think it's just going to be Eric Carmen. He'll move to Sam linebacker. And then I think we'll be good there. Corners are fine. Actually, really good corners now. We have 4 guys with 90 speed already, and they're all, the 2 of them are sophomores. There's a senior and a junior. So we'll gladly take that. But let's go ahead and advance the week. Check out the training results. And then after that, we are now an 85 overall team. That's pretty good. And we'll now have to check this 100%. Yeah, Paulo went up to a 93 overall with 9 points on his overall boost. Thompson went up to a 92. Didn't really go much up. Paris went up to a 92. Duarte went up to a 91. Our quarterback, Philip Orosika? Yeah, went up to a 91. Keener went up to a 90 overall with plus 8 overall. We'll take that. Who was the biggest gain? I know we had that plus 9, but we have a couple plus 8s. So our left tackle did go up 1 overall. That's good. I think the plus 9 is actually probably our best. I think it's going to be at plus 5 from Paris. I mean, he went up a couple spots, but yeah, other than that, I mean, our kicker punter are new anyways, so yeah. But we're going to check to see if we need to encourage any transfers. I don't think so. But we'll find out right here, and we do. We need to cut 1 player on this team. I think it's not going to be... Why is it going by speed? Let's go by overall. Why is it defaulting to speed? That's really weird. Why is it defaulting to speed? It shouldn't. It should be defaulting by overall. This guy's got 57 speed. But he's an A3 overall. I want to keep him. We got to keep him, There's like really no one that I really want to cut here. I hate how it's still up. Okay, we're going to cut... Oh, wait, this guy has a corner. I want to keep a corner. We're going to cut Holyfield. 75 overall. He's not going to play anyways, so he'll be cut. Anyways, that's going to end Season 5. It is on to Season 6 here with Kansas. And here we are in Season number 6 here with Kansas. We go 11-1 again. Being 9-0 in the Big 12 as well. Having to play Utah in the Big 12 championship game again, I believe. But we lost the first game against a ranked North Carolina, but then we went 11-0 after that, beating Virginia, Fresno State, and then all the Big 12 that we had to play. We even beat Utah 27-24 early on here. So, again, hopefully we can get the win and move on. But I feel like even if we do lose, we're still going to advance. You just never know at this point. We do sign a left edge. And we did lose, but we are ranked 9th, so I think we're barely going to sneak in. Isaiah Pears wins the Heisman Trophy, 92 receptions, 1,600 yards, 28 touchdowns on the season. We also get one of the best offensive guards. And it's one of the first time we've won a trophy like that. And we'll be playing Auburn in the college football playoff. We are, again, ranked 9th, so we're not going to have a home game. But we barely sneak in. Utah beat us 31-23. Temple, Toledo, USC, Georgia, and Miami won their conference championships to get into the college football playoff. Yeah, we barely snuck in. We are 2 teams away from not being able to get in. But Ohio State, Kansas, Auburn, Oregon, Florida, Notre Dame, and Tennessee were the at-large bids. So if we win this game, we go play Miami, who beat us last year, I think, as well. So we gotta play well. And hopefully can potentially move on, but Auburn is going to be a tough opponent. because they are an 89 overall team, and let's get it started against them. We're going to be on the road in Auburn as well. We're going to have to play really, really well, and hopefully we can do this. I don't know why we went down to an 82. We were like an 86 this year. I'm not sure what happened, but sure. All right. I don't know if anyone got hurt but starting on offense first in this one, and the offense goes down and gets a touchdown. We get a stop and another touchdown. Another stop and a field goal. We're up 17-0 at the end of one. An excellent start by our defense. We do allow a field goal and a touchdown. As I say, we have an excellent start. This game was tied until we get a touchdown at the end of the half. 24-17 lead. It's now 31-17. And going in the fourth quarter, we still have a 2-score lead. So the defense didn't really do well in that second quarter, but they've kind of settled down a little bit, but they do allow a touchdown here in the fourth. The offense does need to get at least a field goal to put us in the driver's seat the rest of the way. How about a first and goal? How about a touchdown? With a minute and a half to go, Auburn's got no timeouts. They do score. We get the onside kick, and that's going to do it. Kansas rolls into Auburn and wins 38-32. I mean, Auburn almost came back to win this. They scored only in 2 quarters, but man, oh man, was this a close game. 38-32. That is wild. Absolutely wild to see. And now we have to go play Miami. So, again, another win would put us 1 win closer to a national championship here in just season 6 here with Kansas. And, I mean, we pulled off a major upset against Auburn. They were a tough team. And now we get an even tougher team with Miami in the Peach Bowl. We'll check who all moved on as well. It looks like Ohio State beat Temple, Toledo beat Florida, and Notre Dame beat Tennessee. So we get another tough one here against another tough team here with Miami as well, because they are a 91 overall. So again, this one will be another tough one, and hopefully we can pull off another upset here against another team that is a little bit better than us. But they beat us last year. I believe they beat us last year. I can't remember at this point. But we're starting on defense first in this one. And the defense gets a stop. The offense doesn't do anything. And then Miami scores the first points of the game. It's 7-0 after quarter number 1. Second quarter, we turn the ball over. Even though we had a good drive going, we do it again. And unfortunately, we had chances to score, but we don't. It's 7-0 at the half for Miami. Second half, still nothing going from our offense until we get a field goal in the third quarter. But we're still down 4. The defense has done their job. We had a punt, but then apparently there was a penalty. So that gives Miami the ball back. They get a field goal. So we're down by 7 with 3 minutes to go, and we tie the game. And we get a turnover on their side of the field in the red zone. We have a goal-to-go situation. It's a touchdown. We have a 7-point lead with 20 seconds to go, and that is going to do it. The defense comes up clutch in the fourth quarter. Only forces a field goal, gets a big turnover, and the offense puts up 2 touchdowns to give us the win, 17-10, and we are moving on to the semifinals with Kansas. I mean, the defense only allowed 2 scores, and one of them was a touchdown. That was an excellent, excellent performance by that defense. We will gladly take it. And now we're just 1 win away from a national title appearance. So let's see who the team we're going to have to be playing against. And that team will be Ohio State in the Orange Bowl. Again, it's going to be another tough team to play. But the winner of this game would go play Georgia or USC in the national title game. But we had to play the team in front of us. And that team is Ohio State. Ohio State is a 92 overall with a 94 offense. So again, our defense has to play well. So does our offense. Our defense has been playing exceptionally well in the last couple of games. But we just got to do it again and hopefully pull off another win. We're starting on defense first in this one. The defense gives up a touchdown. The offense punts, but our defense gets a quick stop, and it's 7-3 at the end of one after we get a field goal. Second quarter, still, and now we score 10-7, and it'll be 13-7 at the half. So we have a 6-point lead, and we start with ball, but we can't do anything. But we do force a field goal. We get a stop, so it's 13-10 going in the fourth quarter. And we have the ball inside the red zone. We have a goal-to-go situation, but we go backwards, and then we get a touchdown. That's huge, because now it's a 2-score lead. We get 2 straight tackles for a loss. And now we have a 1st and 10 inside the red zone, but again, we have to kick a field goal. So it's a 13-point lead, and then Ohio State scores in 2 plays. But we get the onside kick, and Kansas is moving on after a 23-17 win. And now we are just 1 win away from completing Kansas to win a national championship. And that's big. So, just one more win. And it's either against USC or Georgia. Obviously, still have a lot of people transferring out. But we do get the Defensive Player of the Week for the Big 12. Of course, we're the only ones playing at this point, so we're going to get it either way. And we play USC, the national championship game. So they defeated Georgia in their game, 41-24. They also put up 35 points on Notre Dame. And we had to put 38 points on Auburn, 17 on Miami, and 23 on Ohio State. So we've had a couple low-scoring games, but again, we're just 1 win away from lifting that trophy here with Kansas. One team that's going to stand in our way is an 89 overall USC team. Have to find a way to win. Defense going to have to come out and play again. And the offense has to put up a couple scoring drives, just like they did against Ohio State. But again, it's going to be another tough one. Got to figure out a way to win. We're going to start on defense first. The defense gets a stop, but so does theirs, and it's nothing after quarter number 1, but we have the football here in second quarter, and we turn it over. But after USC scores, we score, and then we get a field goal to take the lead at the half, 10-7. We start with the football, and we get another field goal. So 13-7 here in the fourth quarter. We at least need another field goal to pretty much put us in the driver's seat, but we missed the field goal. And just like that, USC could take the lead, but the defense forces a turnover. Now we have another chance of getting in the field goal range, and how about a touchdown to pretty much put this game out of reach, but we get a field goal. 16-7, how about another turnover and a touchdown? Kansas is up 22-14 after they scored in 3 plays. We get the onside kick, and Kansas wins the national championship. It's a rock chalk championship here in Season 6. And we have done it. Our second team to win it all. And so far, it's been 2 Power 4 teams, with UCLA in Episode 1 and now Kansas here in Episode 2. Wonder when we're going to get our first G5 school. I guess G4 school, technically? I don't even know what it's called anymore at this point. But all in all, a win is a win. And our second team, that dude's eyes are like a horror movie over there. I don't know what in the world. It was like staring into my soul. But hey, a 22-14 win over USC. And our second team is done for winning a national championship. Of course, we'll check out the stats before we go. We just set a single season record for passing yards. Of course, we had a lot of games to do it too. National champions. Here we are. Phillip had 25 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with 3,900 yards. Pretty good season from him. We also had 1,000 yards from Caps with 17 touchdowns. Phillip had 287 with 4. Paul 266 with 3, and Amari had 161 and 1. He actually got hurt 5 games in the season. And that was our best halfback too. That's a little unfortunate. But our sophomore halfback really came up clutch with over 1,000 yards. Receiving-wise, Thompson had 913 with 4. Keener 879 and 3. Hope 801 with 7. Nayland 784 with 9. And Woodside 317 with 2. We also had Paul get 8 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown. Defensive-wise, Dodge led the team with 84 tackles. Watford and Aviles had 10 tackles for a loss. Watford had 5 sacks. Paris had 8 picks on the season. Pretty good. We had no defensive touchdowns. We did force 2 fumbles and recovered both of them. We did not have a blocked kick nor any safeties. Kicking-wise, Jefferson missed every single field goal from 50 as a freshman kicker. I guess that's fine. Did miss 1 from 20, but other than that, that's the only ones he missed. Missed 6 in total, but made every extra point. Punting-wise, Tompkins had 2,600 punt yards, 6 inside the 2013 touchbacks. Not a great one. And no kick or punt return touchdowns here in the national championship winning season. But that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It is free. Really helps out the channel. Also, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to 500. Once we hit 500, we'll do a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube. Maybe winning national championships. Maybe just playing a dynasty. Who knows what we're going to do. Maybe doing our 0 overall franchise or 0 overall dynasty. You never know. But anyways, again, if you guys do want to see a team that we have not done before or done yet wise, write a comment down below on the team that you guys want to see next win a national championship to bypass the wheel. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'm out. Peace.